great win, guys. Really proud of you. Now, let's push hard these next 2 weeks, all right? Big time win. Doc, where you at?
Here.
Here's that big time breakdown.
Wasn't a big enough win. Giants on 3. No. Give me a G. G-I-A-N-T-S.
I'll tell you.
Giants head coach Rick Rhodes, after an easy victory, looked like an easy victory. You had the chance to play with a lot of younger players today. How difficult was the game actually?
Well, you know, the Black Lions have 4 really good import players, and they do a great job of matching them up, and they make life very tough for you. Both their defensive ends were import players today, and they gave us all we wanted. Their quarterback, of course, is a great improviser and scrambler, and 19, if it's close to him, he's going to catch it. And their Austrian players made some nice catches too, and were tough in the middle. So it was not a walkover by any means, and we have an advantage that we had. We were able to go just one way with our players, and their players had to go 2 ways, and I think that helped us too. But it was a good win for us, and again, we were able to have some young guys step in. I'm so proud of the job that our young guys did that had to step up and play the whole game, and that was probably the best part of the whole day.
Is it very important to give the young players game time in those games?
Oh, I think so. I really do. I mean, those guys, they work very hard, and most of the time on Saturday they just stand and watch, and for them to get a chance to go out and play, I think was very gratifying to them, and a lot of fun for me.
More important than to have another score, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely, and we moved the ball pretty well the second half once we got going, and maybe we could have scored some more points, but we needed to, we needed to get some experience for sure.
We had a live ticker. There was a funny conversation going on. Some fans of the Blue Devils were in there, and they said, "Why don't you win with 35 points? Because that's the maximum. Yeah. Because they are fighting their own fight, Black Lions versus Blue Devils." So they said, "Hey, they're playing your backups. That's not fair." I said, "Okay, they have to understand it, or."
Well, I don't know anything about that. I mean, that's like the Las Vegas betting line. I don't pay attention to that either. I mean, we just have guys that we have to play, and we've had so many injuries this year. That we've had to just move around, and we our right guard didn't play today. Our number 3 back, who's been starting the last 2 games, didn't play. Our number 1 fullback didn't play. I mean, how long is the show? I can go on and on and on and on. So to get through the game with those guys not playing was, I think, very important for us.
Simon Kreuselhuber, who played today, an option for the next games also?
Well, sure. I mean, he played very well, and blocked well, and ran the ball well, and I think he'll be in the mix for sure. No doubt about it.
3 backs now with 4 actually, with Moom, with Mario and Grasiga. Martin maybe comes back the next game.
Well, that's what I told our guys when we lost all these guys to injuries, that if we didn't feel sorry for ourselves, and if we really worked hard, and they have done that we could develop some depth. Of course, now the problem is how do we play everybody? That's that's a little bit of a problem now. But they've responded beautifully, and I'm just so proud of everybody, all the young guys that have stepped up and done such a good job for us.
Last 2 games are very tough games, I guess, against the Raiders and against the Vikings. Is the plan to bring all the guys back healthy?
Well, sure. I mean, we're going to we have to.
Stupid question.
No, not really, because I mean, there's a lot of ways to look at this, but the bottom line is we have to try to be as healthy as we can for the playoffs. That's number 1. Now, number 2 is to try to be in the best position that we can be in for the playoffs, which is to win all the games that we can. Number 3 is to have the right kind of momentum going into the playoffs. You don't want to go into the playoffs with a bunch of losses. So there's a lot of things that are involved there. Plus, we have the European competition coming up too, and we have some very tough games there. So it's a very challenging and exciting season, and the closeness of every team in this league makes it, I think, fun for all the fans for sure.
European competition, Templia Elancourt.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about this team?
All I know about them right now is I don't know how to spell their name, and but I'll start looking at them tonight, and hopefully we'll have some kind of plan for them. But obviously they're good. They went down to Bergamo and beat them down there, and that's no easy thing to do. So it'll be tough. It'll be tough.
So congrats to this win, and good luck for the next week against the Frenchmen.
Appreciate it very much.
James Kennedy, 3 sacks today. Good game for you, I guess. So.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was definitely good. We on defense, we pride ourselves on being a smash mouth football team. And today, we had a chance to get after the quarterback a little bit. We stuttered a little bit in the first half, but the second half, we played really strong on defense. We bring it to the offense, and we're really happy with how we played on offense and defense today.
You sacked the quarterback for 3 times, but he's a good player, I guess.
He's great. He got me a couple times on his rollouts, and he's very good. He's got great feet, and just had to lock down, had to make sure my feet were in the right place, and just get out there.
He had to do everything, actually. He was running, he was passing, he was punting, and then he was returning to as
He was on defense, too.
He was in
and
defense,
he played great. He's a great athlete. He's one of those guys we call just athletes in the States. And he can play on pretty much any skill position on the field. And he's a dangerous guy, and he's definitely a worthy opponent for us.
But you get tired when you play all the time.
Yeah, sure. And he plays both sides of the ball, and we're lucky, we can only play one side of the ball. We got a couple of guys that play both sides of the ball, and these guys had to play what we call Ironman football, which is really hard. They play offense, defense, and special teams too.
Giants are now 5-1 in the AFL, but next week, European competition, unknown team, I think, for everybody. What is your forecast?
Well, we got the Templiers, the French team. They're very, very worthy opponent. Also, we saw some film on them when they beat Bergamo. Bergamo was expected to be the winner of that pool between those 3 teams, and we definitely got to watch out for them. This will be our first game and their 3rd game, so they're a little bit ahead of us, but and they got a couple more games under their belt than we do. But we're going to play them nice and hard. We're going to break down the game film, and we're going to go to work on one piece we can.
So congrats to this today.
Thank you very much.
And good luck for next week for the Frenchmen.
Thank you very much. We'll be there.
Thank you.